Defection drama. Governor seeks to support to join APC and faces pushback at town hall. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist. In a dramatic turn of events during a town hall meeting in Ekot Abasi, Governor Eno of Akwa Ibom State announced his intention to defect from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressive Congress (APC), but was met with resounding opposition from the crowd. Speaking at the town square meeting with the Ikot Abasi Federal Constituency, the governor said he had conducted extensive consultations and was convinced that it is time to move in order to align the state with the ruling party at the federal level. We are progressively moving forward, linking Akwa Ibom to the center, and I know you are going with us. Are you going with us so we can connect to the center? Eno asked. However, in response to the governor's call, a thunderous no erupted from the audience, overshadowing the handful of yes voices, creating a tension atmosphere in the crowded venue at Ikot Abasi local government ground. Despite the pushback, Governor Eno continued to make the case for defection, citing the need for Akwa Ibom to belong and be counted in national politics and to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Senate President Godswill Akpabio ahead of the 2027 general elections. We thank you for your support. I have gone round to consult, and so we have done enough consultations. The time has come that we will move and we will go to where God is leading us, the governor said. Do not be afraid, believe in us, believe in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because the future is bright. We are already in a minority state in Nigeria. If we come again and start breaking ourselves into pieces, we will become minority of the minorities and cannot get anything. He emphasized the importance of unity across the party lines and declared that Tinubu, Akpabio and himself must return to office in 2027. Governor Eno's comments mark a significant political shift in Akwa Ibom State and have sparked heated reactions suggesting the road to realignment may not be as smooth as anticipated. Meanwhile, an unusual calm has enveloped Akwa Ibom political landscape as residents and political observers await the anticipated defection of Governor Eno from People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). Widespread speculations in Oyo suggest that the governor is expected to formally announce his defection. The move, if confirmed, would mark a major political shift in the state and test the loyalties of PDP stakeholders, elders, appointees, and supporters, many of whom have remained notably silent in recent weeks. The expected announcement has also stirred curiosity about which key figures will join the governor in crossing over to the APC and which will remain with the PDP. Equally significant is how Governor Eno's consultation have been received, especially amid reports that some aggrieved APC chieftains have been considering a return to their former party, the PDP. The PDP camp has remained unusually quiet, especially in the last few weeks, with prompt voices and party elders choosing to stay mute on the matter. Political watchers in the state interpret this silence as a mix of disappointment and astonishment, particularly given the governor's long-standing affiliations with the PDP. Fueling the intrigue were reports that many of the governor's special assistants, senior special assistants, and personal assistants may not follow him to the APC. This led to the speculations that the governor's recent move to double the monthly allowance of his 368 ward PAs from 250,000 naira to 500,000 naira effective November 2024 was a strategic effort to consolidate loyalty ahead of the defection. Further, Governor Eno recently announced the resumption of the state's free food distribution program set to begin in June 2025, targeting the most vulnerable communities. Many see this as part of his broader efforts to bolster support amongst the grassroots. Speaking on behalf of the ward PAs, their dean, Aniefyong James expressed gratitude to the governor, stating that we are overwhelmed by the governor's benevolence and deep commitment to our welfare and the general well-being of Akwa Ibom people. I pledge our unwavering support to their RISE agenda and the governor's political future. However, when contacted, several SSEs and PAs declined to comment on their stance regarding the defection. Meanwhile, political analysts and residents alike are closely watching for a possible mass defection of the PDP members and supporters once the governor's move to the APC becomes official. Still, as the battle of the coming 2027 elections continues, a prominent northern elder and public Commentator Alaji Dabio Sambo has warned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that unless he urgently tackles insecurity and banditry, particularly in the northern Nigeria, his chances of winning the 2027 presidential elections will be slim. Briefing newsman Alaji Sambo emphasized that insecurity remains the greatest threat facing the country, with lives and property constantly at risk. He noted that restoring safety and stability is the primary function of any government, and failure to deliver on this front could cost the president re-elections. Food is scarce in Nigeria and people are hungry, Sambo stated, linking the growing food crisis to insecurity in the northern east and northwest regions responsible for over 60% of the country's agricultural output. According to him, farmers are fleeing their lands due to banditry, kidnapping, and terrorist activities, causing a major drop in food production and rising prices. He also pointed out the economic consequences of insecurity, including a weakened naira, high transportation costs, and rising inflations that are draining the savings of ordinary Nigerians. Sambo issued a direct call to President Tinubu urging him to resolve the insecurity crisis within the next 6 months and revive local agriculture within a year. If President Tinubu refuses to wipe out the security challenges, he will definitely not win the 2027 general elections. He once drawing parallels with the former President Goodluck Jonathan's defeat in 2015, which he also attributed to unchecked insecurity. The era of cartoon noodles and salt distributions during campaigns is over, he said. People want security and food. Without these, they will not vote, he said. Sambo dismissed Tinubu's political rivals as lacking credible plans to transform Nigeria, but insisted that if the president does not address the root causes of insecurity and economic hardship, even rigging structures will not save his re-election bid. He added that President Tinubu must deal with the real enemies within his circles, saying the visible competitors are not the problem, it's the failure to act decisively on security and food production that could end his presidency. He further cited recent revelations from the United States Congress implicating the United States Agency for International Development in allegedly funding Boko Haram claims, also echoed by Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa. Sambo called on Nigerian government to stop pretending and confront these international influences head on.